Richie Rich Show.
Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Richie Rich. You know, we on, right? The ins and outs of life, trucking game, the whole nine, right? Uh, Let me tell you something, y'all. I got a little something on my mind, so I'm gonna talk about it real quick. I'm in Central Pennsylvania. My parents were from Central Pennsylvania, and man, I used to like delivering up here to PA because most of my loads came off the interstate. So I jump on 81, maybe have to get off the 81 for like a mile and then get to my location. But this last load I did, whew, man, that was challenging, man. That was the most challenging load I ever had in Pennsylvania. I had a 3-stop load out there in Pittsburgh, and God, driving through like Pittsburgh and the hills and little side streets in a truck when you're 44,000 pounds in the box. Yo, that was the most challenging thing I think I ever did. I mean, I'm lucky I didn't get. I can see how an experienced driver would get stuck there, or even get into an accident. I thank God that I didn't. And awkwardly, I was doing it in the dark too. So hey, thank God. But no, this video here is entitled Rat Race. Rat Race. Trucking can seem like a rat race, and sometimes a motherfucker don't know when to bow out. And the reason I say that, right, is, okay, right now, we are in the trucking recession. This is a trucking recession. Nobody officially has said it, okay, but it is. We're dealing with low rates, low freight volume. Everybody's getting laid off. Companies are getting closed a dime a dozen. Okay, today I read in CDL Life, and OODA sent some newsletter to me. And it looked like 3 companies done closed down. One company closed down and didn't pay the drivers or the dispatchers their last paycheck. They kind of hoarded the money for themselves. We are in bad times. I was on a Facebook group on Prime, and I saw that a couple favorite dispatchers, fleet managers, were let go today too, right? I don't know who they are, but somebody made a comment and were like, man, I can't believe they let these people go. Look, trucking, they're doing bad, But ironically, the owner of Prime isn't doing bad. I read a news article that he's building a nice house out there in Springfield area, and it's called Primea. It's called Primea, 70,000 square foot home that's being built right now for Mr. Lowe. I wish I was you, bro, because you don't have to deal with this, man. I don't know why somebody his age will want to build a house out in Missouri. I'll be in like the Bahamas or something like that, or he might own property in Bahamas for all I know. But I'll be somewhere where it's warm, That's just my preference, man. But he seems to be doing good, but just people in the company generally are not. And that sucks, This recession is going to last probably until after the next year's election, okay? I don't see this letting up anytime soon. After next year's election, that's when I think, depending on who wins the election, which I'm hoping is the other guy, we can get back to making some money and being back to being a productive country, okay? But a rat race, reason I'm making this video, right, because I was watching this dude. He's called Trucker Scooby-Doo, okay? I'm not calling him out. I'm just talking about something he said that caught my attention. And what he said is that he did 36 years of trucking. I mean, a lot of guys who've been in this trucking game for 30 years, 40 years. I met a guy who was in this trucking for like 50 years. He was like 79 years old. He was getting out of trucking at 79. And my question to them, right, is why the F would you do this that long? Like, what the F is your problem? This is the only industry that I know that's almost like a lifetime commitment, okay? When I worked in the regular public sector, right, government jobs and stuff, You'll hear people do 30 years, maybe 35 years, right? And usually those people are senior staff like chief of police or deputy commissioner or something like that. Or even in the private sector. My father worked for the state of Pennsylvania for 35 years or 30 years. And he retired recently. And, he retired with something. Do you understand? It just makes me wonder why these, like, I don't understand why, if you've been doing trucking for 36 years, why? Like, why? Why haven't you put money away from day one? A couple months ago, he made a video. This is Trucker Scooby Doo I'm talking about. And guys, don't tell on me that I'm talking about him, but it just caught my attention because I always ask why. So a couple months ago, maybe last year, he made a video saying that I think he was off of work for a while because somebody in his family got sick, and he made a video talking about every week he puts away $130 away every week, and that's his mercy fund, I guess. And I was saying to myself, well, Scooby Doo, why the fuck did you put that $130 into like the S&P 500? Okay, if he would have put $130 a week in the S&P 500 since 1982, he'd be a multi-millionaire right now, and he wouldn't be out here with this fucking rat race. My point, guys, that I'm trying to make, right, is coming trucking with a game plan to leave trucking. Don't be stuck here for 40, 30 years and still have to be grinding on the rat race because you really haven't, you don't have anything, okay? Guys are making good money in trucking for a long time, okay? This recession thing is a fluke. And it makes me think, like, what the F were you doing with your money? And then why would you want to be out here over the road for 30, 40 years? Okay, these are the guys. I mean, I've been in this game 11 years and I'm getting a little antsy. Okay, I'm thinking about my exit plan, to be honest with you. Because life is too fucking short. This is, one of the greatest assets we have in this life is time. Okay, and time waits for no one. Okay, time don't give a F. It will keep going. And before you know it, you look up and you have 11 years, okay? I just thought that was weird, man, because, I'm not criticizing him, but 36 years, and you say you put $130 away a week since 1982 or 1980, whatever. And I'm thinking to myself, like, if you would have stuck that into S&P 500, or maybe even stuck that into Apple, okay? Or stuck it into a company, like a stock company. My God, I think you would be $5 or $6, $7 million in the bank right now. And why would you be doing this? That's enough to retire on. My subscribers who watch my channel, if you've been driving for more than 20 years, explain in the comment section why. Like, why are you doing this longer than like 20 years? What's going on in your life? Are you just trucking because you love it? Like, I just think that's weird. Driving trucks. Okay, here, let me say this. Driving trucks is fun and exciting because the scenery changes every day. You don't have a boss over your head. You get to see parts of the country that you only see on TV. So I get that part. You can eat at some of these restaurants and these food places that you see on TV in different cities. And you can keep it moving. The scenery changes every day. But trucking also causes relationship issues. It's hard to maintain a relationship with somebody unless you have somebody that you were with before you got into trucking. Okay? It's hard to go on a date on a Friday night with a hot girl or hot guy when one night you're in Mizzou and the next night you're in Bumblefuck. It's hard. Like, I don't understand why this is almost like a prison sentence. Like, yeah, I've been doing trucking. Like, when I hear guys say, yeah, I got 40 years, 30 years, I look at them like, what the fuck are you still doing out here? Like, what's wrong with you? Okay, so that tells me you didn't plan for the future. Like you live day by day, minute by minute. You didn't sit there and say, you know what, my old ass is gonna be tired of doing this. Okay, and here's another convoy, right? I was watching Old Snappers channel one time, right? And he made a video. He was pretty upset because he went into a Taco Bueno at a truck stop, and there was a trucker, ex-trucker behind the register taking the order of another trucker, and then the new guy was being very smart and very degrading. And the old trucker was like, "Look, son, I done did 30 years out here on the road. I'm just trying to adjust back to regular life." And what crossed my mind, right, was you did 30 years out here on the road and you got to work again? This doesn't fathom to me. Doesn't make sense. So I guess I should really entitle this video, "Come into trucking with a plan." Okay, don't wait till you get punched in the mouth 30 years from now. Okay? Trucker Scooby Doo, like, bro, like, I'm not mad at you. I support your channel, but if you put $130 away a week since 1982, if somebody pulls up an S&P 500 calculator and see how much money that would be worth, I mean, millions of dollars. Okay, millions. It's nonsensical to have a dollar sitting in the bank when inflation eats that away. Do you know what I mean? Like right now, our dollar is not worth what it was 3 years ago, and you can tell by the gas prices, the food prices, the rent prices. I had a conversation with somebody whose rent went up $500. They had a renewed release, $500 more. Okay, so it's just something that just stuck in my head. It's a hell of a rat race out here. And you new guys, okay, who just starting your trucking career, do Richie Rich a solid so I don't see your old ass out here on the road, okay? Have a plan. Have a solid plan to get out of trucking, to stack your money, to save for the retirement, to invest your money, to buy properties. Do something. Just don't be out here working and paying your bills and not having nothing put away. And then next thing you know, you're fucking 30 years out here. Okay? This is a jail sentence. It can be. This is a moving prison. It is. The only thing is we don't have a correction officer or warden. Actually, we do have a warden. We got fleet managers that will harass the hell out of you. So we don't have the correction officers, telling you have to lock in when the lights are out. That's the only thing that's different. So peace and love, man. Take my words to heart. I also saw a post about a driver that went to deliver a load at his 90, and the police showed up and pulled out a dead truck driver next to him. And his message caption was, "It's Thanksgiving, y'all. Go home to your families. Trucking beer tomorrow." And you know what? It's the truth. And if it ain't, it's still, even if trucking were to disappear tomorrow, go spend time with your family. Get a life. Okay? This is your message. Beep. Get a life. Peace and love. Rich.